It's the next day and I'm very happy with how the image came out yesterday. Last night I had a very vivid vision of creating a series of images in that style. I was in bed and I could not sleep at all, and literally my head was just going like buzzing with just like idea after idea after idea, different plants that I can do with it, different flowers, and I just had to write it down. So I got my phone. In fact, let me just show you. One plant that I really wanted to do is my granddad's umbrella plant that he gave me. I've shot with this before, but this is the picture that I drew. There you go. Very accurate. The next one was, it's not going to make sense, but I put bedroom plant because it's the plant that I've got in my bedroom. This is the picture that I drew. It'll not make sense till I actually shoot it. God, it's gone very bright all of a sudden. This one is one that I drew first, and actually looking back at the picture, it looks a bit questionable. You can make your mind up on that. So yeah, I've been thinking about making this into a series, but today I have just been, you know, going over it a little bit in my head, thinking what I can do with it, thinking of all different types of names that I can use and all the different types of plants. So I decided to actually paint my image that I created yesterday. I've been getting back into painting a lot recently. I used to use a lot of acrylics when I was learning how to paint, and I also have been brought up on watercolour. My granddad's an epic watercolour painter. When I was little, I used to get the watercolours out and we'd paint together. I didn't do it very well, but at least I was doing it. So today I decided that I was going to paint, just to like give me a bit of, you know, idea of colours and shadow and how I'm using it within my Photoshop. I think when you're putting pictures on top of each other and compositing on top of each other, you have to think about where the shadow is going to be. So I thought if I painted it, then I might get to grips of like how a shadow will look and like the building the colours and all that. I thought the watercolour stuff would go hand in hand with the digital art. So this is my setup. I got some pretty cheap, they weren't very expensive, they're only £4.99 from HomeSense. You know, get back into it a little bit more and then I'll probably invest in some nice watercolours, but these are the colours. This is my palette that I've been using. I ideally wanted, when I was looking for the watercolours, these two colours because I think they're my favourite colours at the minute, but also for skin tone, this is what I needed. This is my painting. It needs a lot of work and I was going to film it, but I got really self-conscious and felt a bit pressured, so I thought I'd show you it after. It's not finished and there's a lot of work. It needs a lot of work, but the idea is there and the vibe, and I'm quite enjoying this part of the image at the minute. Again, needs a lot of work, a lot of blending, a lot of shading, and then this grey hair needs changing. But the vibe is there and I'm quite impressed with this part of the face as well. I'm very happy with that and the tones. So I'm going to be drawing down some ideas now, just experimenting with the idea of how I can use the composition of each flower in an image, but in the same style without it looking the same every time. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. So instead of staying inside and doing my ideas, I thought I'd go to a park and sit in the park and go for a bit of a walk because I've not been out of the house for a couple of days and I really do need to get out. I'm going to take with me my jingly book of ideas that I scribble in. And also, I got this bag the other day. I got it from a workshop that I actually went to with my friend Abby. In fact, I'll insert some clips here of that. It was a really good day. We learned how to do this lettering with James Lewis, who is an incredible artist, typographer, illustrator. These are what we made. This was Abby's and this was mine. We finished it off at the weekend at home. So the gold bit is a bit messed up because I rushed it in the workshop. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to try USB to you for my packages. I ordered the dark wood because I mentioned in my last video that I preferred the darker. I'm not sure what colour it's going to be, so I've got the package here. I've just opened it, but I haven't seen any of the packages yet. Oh, give me some love hearts. That's really cute. So let's get one out. Very nice. It actually comes with packaging already. Oops. And the USB. That's so good. First impressions, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I feel like it's not as like nice wood. It's laminated, which I knew it was going to be laminated. I'd heard that they do laminated, but I actually don't mind it. This is what it looks like. Ooh. I'm well impressed with the stuff inside. Let me get one of my other boxes and I can show you the difference. This is the wooden banana version, and then this is the USB to U version. I like them both in different ways. This one's slightly thicker and it's got like that lip, as you can see, that where you can put your finger in to pull off the lid. They do feel a lot bigger and thicker, which is quite nice, a bit more robust, a bit like I could throw it around and it not break, whereas that one, I feel like it's a little bit like, I don't know, but then this is finished nicer. I got 8 gig USBs as well because I'm using JPEG Mini, which compresses the file sizes but doesn't actually damage the image. So looking at the USBs, a lot more sturdier when you open them, snap back together, and the magnets seem a lot stronger. I'm very happy with those. I think I paid £240 for 10. Obviously the more you buy, the less the cost, but for 10 of the wooden banana ones, I think it's about 300. So I've saved quite a lot of money there, and the quality is almost the same, I'd say. Very, very impressed with those. Because today I am doing my next photo in my floral series, floral/plants series, green series, I'm not sure what to call it. I think I need some suggestions, so if you want to write those below. So basically the idea of the series, as I think I've already just said in the other clips, but I want to do a portrait like the other one but with different plants and florals and nature. I can't remember, I said nature. I'm literally crying. Okay, anyway, I've actually got giggles. Today, I'm not sure what plants to do, but I have got, oh god, I'm probably crying still. Ideally, I want to do a bit of a green one today, but I want to use the plants around my house. So you're actually nestled into this plant here. Hello. So this is the plant that I'd quite like to do today. I don't want to cut it off. They're so cute anyway, and they're attached and they're living and it's thriving. So I'm going to have to put this on a table and like maneuver these leaves so I can get pictures of them. Obviously I'm going to be editing them all together, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. But I'm not sure if to do this plant today, which is a monstera, or in here I've got a palm which is not doing too well. It's got little brown ends, just not very happy, but it is grown massive. It was probably like this high and this wide, and now it's just like going all over the place. Or I want to do this one because it's got pink, and I absolutely am obsessed with this, and it goes really well with our bedroom, as you can see. But it's got like the green and then the light pink on the front, and then on the back it's like a maroony red. But again, I don't want to cut the leaves off this to photograph it, so I'm going to have to manoeuvre the leaves into position and do a lot of cutting out and editing on Photoshop. That's the second option. I did want to do ivy, but Just going to show you. Ivy is dead. I'm not sure what I've done wrong. I've got an inkling that it might have been the heat when it was proper hot in the UK. This house gets so warm. This room was boiling, so I wasn't sure if it was that. Or the other thing that could have gone wrong is that I've overwatered it, because I've been watering it, Jack waters it, I water it, Jack waters it. And Jack did have to like pour some water out of it the other day and then it died, so I think I might have overwatered it. Sad times, which means I'm gonna have to get a new plant. I'm not sure what to get, but I really liked the ivy. But this is depressing me every time I see it, so I better rip this out. Or maybe it will revive, I don't even know. I was gonna do ivy, but that's maybe for another day. Also, I'm not even sure if I ever showed you this bedroom. This is my room. Hello. This is the hat that I made for the style shoot. I just put it on the wall because I thought it looked really cute. And then this is the headboard, which looks beautiful, apart from this plant, which is dying. I think I might actually shoot more than one, get a bit of a batch going. So I'm going to shoot the monstera first, and then I can't remember what that plant is called. I will pop it on the screen because I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to stop talking now and crack on. So last time I used this white lace, and I think I'm going to use it again. Just finished shooting the pictures. It's quite hard to figure out a different pose because I don't want to copy the same pose as the first one, and I feel like that already might be a challenge throughout this. But what I'm going to do is, I've got a table here, you've probably seen it before, but I'm going to set it up on the table and fashion it so I can take some photos of it, and that way I don't have to cut off a leaf or stem. I think this needs strapping up. Ooh, that sounds like it's not. And I think it needs repotting because it looks like it's like coming out of the soil a little bit. I really love this one. This is like the perfect leaf. Look at that. And this one, to be fair. But that one just looks so perfect. I'd quite like to get them that way rather than upside down, just for the lighting purposes. But I'll capture it and see. Oh, this looks very bare over here now. My little air plant that I think is dead, I'm very sad about. You'll remember that from the 7-day self-portrait challenge where I did this as my hair. The settings that I'm using in here at the minute, because I've got my LED lights which brightens the room anyway, but the settings that I've got is 1/200 shutter speed, 1.4 aperture, which I might up a little bit now because of capturing these plants. I want everything in focus, and ISO 200, which obviously means that I'll have to bump the ISO up in a minute. 3.2 aperture and ISO 1600. Quite like to get a little bit of like a scoop on it so that I can edit that around me, but it's hard to get it without getting my hands in it. Right, I think I'm done. Hello, it's a few days later. I had a nice weekend with my mum and dad. They came down and we went to Dungeness and Camber Sands and had some food, and also went to Jack's brother's baby shower. I woke up this morning and I've got a feature on Rock My Wedding. It's the wedding of Emily and Dale. We had such a good day. It was so fun. It was last August and I submitted it soon after, and then it's just gone live now, so it takes quite a while to go live. Dale is a West End performer and also Emily is a ballerina. They do a lot of different things. I think Dale might be in Jesus Christ Superstar at the moment. But yeah, they had like a surprise performance from the Jersey Boys because he was in the Jersey Boys. So I'll leave that link below so you can go have a look at that. I also have just submitted the style shoot that we did last month to Whimsical Wonderland Weddings. I did try it on Rock My Wedding, but they didn't accept it, which is fine because that's just what it is. That's how it goes. I've just sent off the wedding of Charlotte and Joe. Oh my god, my dream wedding. I absolutely loved their wedding. It was gorgeous. We're trying to submit that one as well. me and Charlotte, because we just really want to get it submitted somewhere. So that's another submission that we're doing. And then yeah, this weekend is going to be busy because I've got a wedding in Whitby. I'm going to Raven Hotel. I'm not sure what it's called actually. But I'm going up north to my parents' house, and then I'm staying there for like 2 weeks. So me and Jack are going to be away from each other for like 2 weeks. But he's actually coming to Scotland with me in a couple of weeks to do a wedding up there in Aberdeen. Yeah, really busy few weeks now. So I'm just trying to catch up with everything today. Hello, it is Friday the 30th of August and tomorrow I'm shooting a wedding in Doncaster. I'm still here in my childhood bedroom. It's a little bit different to what it used to be, but still these same four walls that I grew up in. Well, I'll say childhood, it was actually my teenager. I think we moved here when I was like, how old was I? I think 10 or 11 or 12, one of those. And I'm now almost 27. Which is crazy. I've been here a long time, or my parents have. So today I am going to... Okay. It's windy and the window's not shut, so it's making a whistling sound. Sounds very like autumnal, wintry now. And the weather has turned a little bit. It's quite windy and grey outside. Autumn, it's my birthday, so it's always like a really like nostalgic time of year. Makes me feel all like cozy, but also I'm like, whoa, I'm another year older. That is crazy. Anyway, back to what I'm doing today. So today I'm going to be collecting some flowers, foliage, plants and all things floral for a bouquet which I'm going to make for my sister. My sister's having twins, which is unreal, and on Sunday we're going to be doing like a gender reveal. I wanted to make a little bouquet out of the garden, but I also want to photograph the flowers that I'm collecting so that I can use them in my project that I'm doing throughout the winter and autumn and all that kind of stuff. I've got like a stockpile of flowers without obviously having to buy them.
Just a dawn away. I keep thinking about that big sky I've seen so many times before.
I'm just going to start up at the top and make my way down and clip some flowers. Never done this before, so wish me luck. Chicken, you're on my flowers. Thank you.
Can't keep my mind from traveling away.
The little banty chickens. They don't hang around with the other ones who are following me everywhere we go. But they have their own little crew that they stick to. If anyone's never seen a chicken sit down, there you go. That's what they look like. So these ones have been a bit battered in the wind, but I think this one looks quite good, so I'm going to pick this one.
Hide in a fog today. Feel how my memories play on me in a peculiar way.
I'm obsessed with this flower, so I'm going to pick a couple of these, maybe a couple of these. Watering can on the floor. I'm just going to fill it up with water and put the stems in so that I'm not laying them down anymore, because obviously they're all on top of each other and I don't want them to like break before I photograph them. setup, Grandad.
Hey?
I could do your setup.
I'll go get it.
So I'm just going into my Grandad's shed but he has a still life setup here. So I'm going to take this little contraption and use it to photograph the flowers.